Welcome back, all my YouTube subscribers, Twitter followers, all the big Giant fans out there. The Giants are fresh off a disgusting loss against the Philadelphia Eagles as we had them on the ropes, and we got swept by them yet again. And this week, it doesn't get any easier as we go up against the monsters of the Midway with that ferocious defense and the Chicago Bears. Now, if I'm being completely honest, do I expect the Giants to go out there and beat the Bears this week? Probably not. The Bears are one of the best teams in football, and they're a Super Bowl contender this year with that defense. And Nagy, the offensive coordinator, has really added a lot to that offense. But what I do expect from my Giants is not to do what they did last year. The last 3, 4, 5 games last year, this team rolled over and died. This week, I expect my Giants to come out and give it all they got. That's all I'm asking for this week. Compete against this Chicago Bear team. Come out with a game plan and stick with it. Pat, last week against the Eagles, it was working. You were pounding the ball with Barkley and you went away from it. Now, I understand it's going to be tough to ground and pound against this team, but you cannot abandon the run. That is our only chance. Now, when you go back over the course history of these two franchises, when these teams are good, they have a good defense. Go back and look. The Bears with the Butkus, the Singletary, the Urlachers. We know the names. The Giants, of course, with the LTs, the Carsons, the Strahans, the Tucks. We get it. And right now, one of these teams has a great defense, and one of these teams doesn't. And that's why the Bears are 8-3, and the Giants are 3-8. The Bears' defense this year has been ferocious, and the Giants, well, it's been non-existent. They can't get after the quarterback, and that needs to change this week if the Giants want any chance to win this football game. This Giant defense this year, for lack of a better word, has been pathetic. They have 14 sacks as a team in 11 games. That's ridiculous. Their team leader in sacks is B.J. Hill and Lorenzo Carter. They each have two sacks in 11 games. That's their team leader. It's a long way away from that year with Strahan when he had 22.5. Now, when you think about this Bears defense, it starts at the linebacker spot with the Smiths, the Floyds, the Trevatans, and, of course, Khalil Mack, who is probably the best defensive player in football. The guy is fantastic, and he has revolutionized this Bears defense. And when you look at this Bears defense, I'm not going to lie to you, it is scary. Okay, the Giants are going to have a hard time moving the football on this defense. They give up 3.6 yards a carry, which is second in the league. They have 34 sacks, which is sixth in the league, and they do it without blitzing. They blitz less than anybody in the league. This defense is unbelievable. Their opponents this year are turning the ball over on nearly 23% of their drives. That's a ridiculous pace. You got to go all the way back to 2006 to find a higher percentage if they could keep that up over the last 5 games. This team has created 2 or more turnovers in 10 of their 11 contests. If the Giants want any chance to win on Sunday, they cannot turn the football over. And they need to find a way to score some points through their defense and on their special teams. You go back and look at what the Patriots did. They had a defensive touchdown, and they had a kick return for a touchdown, and they still narrowly beat this team. The Bears' 3 losses this year have been from a combined 11 points, and they should have won opening day against the Packers. Aaron Rodgers went banana in the fourth quarter as they won 24-23. So this Bears defense could easily be undefeated this year. And the secondary is nothing to sneeze at either. Of course, they have the ex-Giant Prince Amukamara, but the 2 guys who really stand out are Kyle Fuller and Jackson. Jackson this year has 2 defensive touchdowns, and if the Giants don't want him to have a third this week, they have to find a way to put Eli in third and manageable situations. If he's in third and long, Eli's going to get torn apart this week. Now, to attack this defense, I'm not going to lie to you, it's very, very tough, especially for this Giants team, who have surrendered nearly as many sacks as anybody in football this year. They're second in sacks allowed, only behind the Tennessee Titans. They've surrendered 38 sacks, and the Bears are coming with that pressure. So the only chance we have is to get in unpredictable situations. We have to get in third and manageable, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. They have to run. They have to keep the defense honest, and I don't know if Barkley's going to be able to do it. It is going to be tough to run between the tackles on this football team, but that is their only chance. And in the passing game, you're not going to be able to dink and dunk against this team. Screen passes will not work because they don't blitz. They don't send the house. They will be ready for it. So in my opinion, the only chance the Giants have is to run the ball as often as they can, and when they do throw, they have to try to hit deep throws over the top of this defense. That is their only chance in this football game. Now, as far as the other side of the football goes, we have to choose playing at quarterback because it's a completely different game plan for either one. Trubisky is one of the most mobile quarterbacks in football. He's second in the league in rushing at the quarterback spot, and he's very hard to contain in the pocket. So if he's a quarterback, you have to spy him. He's dangerous with running the football. If he does not play, Chase Daniel's more of your traditional pocket passer, and he likes to get the ball out quick. That's what they did last week against the Lions with him at quarterback. It was a lot of quick throws, quick slants, and the two weapons you have to worry about coming out of the backfield is Tariq Cohen, who is dynamic. The guy's one of the fastest players in football, and the Giants really struggle at covering running backs, especially running backs like him. And, of course, Trey Burton. We've struggled against the tight end all year, and Trey Burton's a very talented tight end. So those are the two guys I worry about most on this Bears offense. If there is a weakness to this Bears team, it is their running attack. Jordan Howard this year has been awful. He's averaging 3.3 yards a carry, and that is why the Bears have ranked as bad as they do in time of possession this year. I believe they're 26th. They're right there with the Giants, who I think are 27th. So both these teams have not done well at ball control. So if there is a weakness, it is that. And the Giants need to win the time of possession this week. They have to keep their defense fresh, because for the Giants to win this game on Sunday, the defense is going to have to put up points, and they have to flip the field in the special teams, because they are not going to be able to move the ball that well on this Bears defense. We have to be realistic. It's going to come down to force it. They have to win the turnover battle. They have to win the field position battle. That is the only way the Giants win this football game. And with all that being said, do I think the Giants will win this game? No. I think the Bears come into MetLife and they win this football game. But what I do expect from my Giants is to play a tough, smart football game. I expect Sherman to come out with a good game plan, and I expect him to stick with it for 4 quarters. I think if the Giants do that, they can be competitive in this game, and I think they will. I got it Bears 21. I got it Giants 14 as the Giants narrowly lose at home to the Chicago Bears and that ferocious defense. As always, guys, I will be streaming the game this Sunday, so I hope you guys come by so we can watch the game together. Also, Sunday night this week, I will be streaming the Steeler-Charger game with Jet Centrals. He's going to come on by, and we're going to stream the game together on my channel, so please look out for that. If you liked what you watched, please subscribe, drop a comment, maybe give the entertainer a thumbs up. Let's talk about what we expect from this team for the rest of the season and what we want to see going forward. As always, cheers.